by anyone.
It's not unusual to have fun with anyone.
But then it's done.
When I see you hanging around with anyone, it's not unusual
to see me cry.
What do you want to do?
I wanna die.
Welcome back, everybody. Welcome back.
Welcome back. Welcome back. Welcome back.
Welcome back.
Okay.
It's not always black.
It's not always white.
Definitely. Always some gray. And guys, this is our 33rd episode.
33.
And
You know Jesus died at 33.
why would you say that?
We at the end of the year, man.
I was going to say we made it to the end of the year.
33 and a half.
Going
actually, sorry.
strong. Man, thank you guys. Everybody who's listening, everybody who stayed listening, all the new listeners,
What's up, y'all?
followers, the viewers, writers, everybody, because without you guys, this definitely would not be possible.
No.
But we'll get to all that at the end. I don't want to take up the whole beginning thinking.
And this is special. This podcast is partly brought to you by How Designs, where you can get the best video and photography and its premiere stuff. So we thank you, How Designs. Use them. We do.
Definitely.
And that's how we're bringing all this cool shit to you.
Yeah.
Any platforms that you guys need to, indulge in, whether it be weddings, whether it be something formal, a little bit casual, whether it be video or photos, editing, they got you covered, man. How Design, straight up.
HOWELL.
Designs. And if you don't know how to spell design, well,
Yes, sir.
you probably don't need to be in the internet nowhere.
You don't need the service no way.
Just
I'm sorry.
Just
It's
kind of
the end of
guess
the
it.
year.
It'll come up on your Google machine.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, so hey guys, I'm Jazz. We didn't do that.
Oh, yeah.
I'm Tony Davis.
And
And
I seem to be a little under the weather.
Hashtags.
I'm Wayne. Hashtag married. Hashtag ain't no resolution, bitch.
All right. So on that note, let's get it started then. Before we do, just make sure you guys are still checking us out. The website, thegraymatterpodcast.com. It has every single link, every possible way for you guys to get in touch with us on there. We got the Facebook, the Instagram, the Twitter, the SoundCloud, the
Yes.
Stitcher, the iTunes, and even, check this out, a contact us button where you can just send us an email.
Yeah, so you don't have to remember the Gray Matter Podcast at gmail.com anymore, because apparently that wasn't the plan for 2015. So now we have a button that is so convenient for you.
yeah, and you can send us panty pics. So
Or not.
Or,
So,
or
2016.
macaroni and cheese recipes.
yep, or pictures.
only
of
if it's from
macaroni
Darius Cooks or as good as his, because that man cooks really good food. Anyways,
All right. I don't know who or what you were just talking about, but yeah, that's what she just said.
yeah.
Yeah.
On to our 60 seconds of crack. So that's never really 60 seconds.
Nope. And for you people out there who are just tuning in to us or just watching us, if you're actually sitting down, looking at your watch or your phone, timing us, saying, hey, that wasn't 60 seconds, this show probably isn't for you.
No,
Okay?
it is for you.
It's not
But
for you.
We're gonna bring the smart.
We gonna
to
get you in line. How about that?
Check you out.
Yeah.
No, I'm sorry, guys. We take all listeners and
Yes.
watchers.
So, do you guys read? I read. You read?
Sometimes.
Okay. Do you go to bookstores or do you buy online? Or
I like to go to the bookstore still. I mean, I'm a relic.
okay.
Yeah,
I still buy
I would
CDs
agree
and
with
DVDs.
Tony because our ages are pretty close together. I am also too a relic, and I like something tangible when I like to turn the page.
Yeah.
Of
Okay.
a book, of a good page turner.
So, what if I told you guys that on top of getting these amazing books,
Mm-hmm.
you would also be able to buy some booze?
I'm sorry, what? Books and booze?
Books and booze
That sounds like
at Barnes & Noble, coming to you soon, apparently.
Wait, what? Really?
Yes. So they're gonna run like a pilot where they're gonna start selling liquor in
Right.
random bookstores.
That's a bad idea.
I don't know how I feel about that.
Can you imagine that one guy who is like a literature major and he's like all into the romanticism era? He's like, I want to read a little bit of poetry right now.
Sir.
No,
Sir.
you sold me this wine.
Sir,
you
please
sold me this.
Please step down from the counter. Sir.
But it's my podium.
Listen, first we got 2 Barnes and Nobles with alcoholic beverages.
Ooh.
That's fine. But then we came out with books and booze. That's
Books and
gonna be
booze.
our
Right.
it's gonna be our
Books and
bookstore.
booze.
And then we're gonna say naked nerds. Because that's what it's gonna turn into.
What?
He said naked nerds.
Well, it could be books, boobs, and booze.
It's gonna be
The
something
3
like
Bs.
The 3 Bs.
Books, boobs, and boobs.
that.
But
And,
what
that
about
3
for the
times fast.
ladies? You can't throw.
wait, and
What?
bail bondsman. Because that's what
Yeah, because somebody getting locked up. Somebody getting locked up. Yeah.
I don't see where they thought this was a good idea.
Well, I know a lot of people who enjoy a good book and they read wine. I mean, not read wine. Excuse me.
sounds like somebody's
Somebody been having a little drink
wine
and drink.
already. They read books and they read. I keep saying it. They read books and they drink wine while they're reading their book.
There you go.
Maybe that they were like, oh, it's a lot of book readers who like wine.
But then there's drinking and driving, which drives up the DUI rate and all
That's
that
true.
kind of stuff.
Drinking and book reading to me is a little bit, over the top anyway. You
Yeah.
know, because I'm telling you, you get some people, they take literature a little bit too serious.
Yeah, I don't think I'm down for that. Barnes and Noble don't do that in Georgia.
I think I'll try it. Just because it's available.
Just to do
Listen.
it.
Just because
Hey, if you want to be the guy next to the guy reading the 48 laws, 48 laws, as he has consumed a whole bottle of wine, that's your business.
and trying to implement it at that time.
right.
Letting everybody know.
Wait, I got to get the first 3 laws right now.
He's gonna think he has Jedi mind power over me.
Right,
Like,
right.
buddy, that's supposed to be behind the scenes action, not in my face.
Not right now, buddy.
So, speaking of DUIs,
Okay.
the affluenza teen.
I've been hearing about this.
Yeah.
First off,
I thought, is he
before we
sick?
even go there,
Is he a
right?
sick
So I'm
guy?
like, affluenza? Because I never heard of the story to begin with. So,
Okay.
affluenza, I'm immediately like, are you sick?
Is
Like,
it a new kind of flu going
right.
on?
Is there like a bird? Like, is he spreading a disease?
Oh, like bird
what's
flu.
going on?
Oh, shit.
yeah. I was really nervous. Like, oh man, somebody's on the loose and they have something.
I'm playing on
Influenza is
influenza.
flu of the booty.
After I read it,
You got the booty
because I had never heard about the story to
Really?
begin with.
Because
Period.
a comedian made the joke, and I forgot who it was. but
You got the booty flu.
He said he had
Affluenza.
His kids suffer from affluenza.
I got that afterwards. But so if for those of you who haven't heard of the word affluenza like we haven't, and those of you who haven't heard of the affluenza teen like we hadn't,
Yeah.
there's a guy, I think he lived in Texas or something. Basically got drunk, drove home, got in an accident, killed 4 people, went to court, got off, and his reasoning for getting off was that he was so rich, he had no consequence and had no idea what he was doing was wrong.
No concept of consequence.
No
Right, no
concept of
concept of
consequence
consequence.
because he had never had to face
Can
any
we just
within
go
his
back
life.
and how? Okay, so you got drunk and then you killed 4 people in another car. Were they in another car?
Does it
Yeah,
matter?
there was a wreck.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Then drove home. Then went to court and got off because you said your argument was, I'm sorry, I don't know, I don't usually do things like this, so I'm not used to it.
I don't usually get in trouble for stuff I do because I have so much money. My parents just pay me away.
His face should be like one of those prizes on Wheel of Fortune. Big money,
Big money.
Just his face. So when
All right,
you land
all right,
on that,
all right,
you can
okay.
do whatever the fuck you want to do for an entire day.
Big money, big money.
So
Oh man.
he decided he got probation. So he decided somewhere in his mind,
There's more to this?
after not learning the first time not to drink,
Okay.
he went to a party, was playing beer pong, was on somebody's video. They didn't say if it was like Snapchat or whatever it was, but it was on somebody's video drinking. He was notified by his probation officer, like, hey, bro, we know you was out there drinking. So him and his mama decide to flee from the United States, and they go to Puerto Vallarta, some exclusive luxury hotel. They were hiding out for like a week or two.
Hiding out in a hotel?
In a luxury hotel.
In a resort?
In a resort. And so now they're saying like the mom threw him like a going away party and all this kind of stuff before they fled to Mexico. I guess they thought Mexico didn't have extradition laws.
So is the dad in picture?
It didn't say anything about
Is
the dad.
his mom hot? Because I could give her another kid.
They
so I
really,
can get
if you
that
had
treatment.
seen them, they look like
Trailer trash.
yes.
Yeah, my
Well,
man.
see-
Yeah.
That's the thing, you know, when you got so much money, you don't know what to do with it. Apparently, you go to resorts to hide out.
I'm gonna go to TMZ and hide out.
So, baby, you want, baby.
Well, how about you give me some money? I'll go hide out.
I'll hide out
do
for
you
you.
want a party before you go to prison? A before prison party?
But you
For
killed
killing
people.
4 people?
You killed people.
I mean, hey,
You
man,
have no. You're that rich. You have no sense of right and wrong.
police can do it. Why can't I?
I mean, okay.
I'm sorry, I had to do
Touche.
it. I had to do
I'll
it.
give you that.
Touche.
I'll give you that. I'll give you that. But at least they argue self-defense. Like you could have argued something else. Like
His hands were up.
Right.
I thought
I
he
feared
made
for
a
my
gun-
life.
He made a gun
with his
finger.
hand.
Yeah, with his
he
finger.
was tall and black.
And black.
I couldn't make out his facial features.
That boy was 12 years old. No, he looked 23 to me.
Right.
He looked 23.
Right.
We're
not gonna get on that.
Right, we're not gonna do that.
We about to do
We
that.
not- See how it was going. See, the devil was gonna take us there, but we're not gonna do that.
We ain't gonna let them get us this time because we
No,
staying,
right. No,
staying
no.
positive. We trying to leave all the
Not in
negativity
my house.
in 2015.
No.
So yeah, among that, a bunch of other stories came out this week, but we don't care about those. So on to our meats and potatoes.
Woo, topics.
The topics, guys.
I
the
love topics.
So of course it's the end of the year. This is our show right before New Year. So in tradition with everything else, it's kind of like a countdown. Not really countdown, but mention of the best of things. So what was one of you guys' favorite internet moments of the year?
starting this podcast.
Like social media internet moments. I'll go first.
Yes, please.
I was you go first because go ahead.
Okay. So my favorite was the Bella Noche part, the Bella Noche one that just recently came out. Just because it's so ghetto and it's so hood and it's
I mean,
it's
where
so
we gonna go if
funny.
you can't go to Bella Noche?
Right. If we can't go to Bella Noche's, then where the hell we gonna go? It's hilarious.
You don't
That's
remember
my
that,
favorite
Tony?
one.
I've never seen that.
You never seen that?
Oh man, I'm
You
no
right,
IG
you right.
Tony.
So
then.
what happened
You
was it was, and it's so bad. The whole story is bad. There was a shooting at a club called Bella Noche's in Texas. I think it was Dallas,
Yeah.
Texas. Bella Noche's.
And it was a
And
wedding reception.
It was a
there.
wedding reception at the club, not a real reception. They
No, it
had
was like
all
an
just
after
went. It was like an
party.
after party to
Okay,
reception.
okay.
So
Yeah.
the whole wedding party is there. The bride is there with a dress, and they got two of the girls that was there with
Right.
them
You
in their
hearing it.
This
clothes
is after the wedding.
after the wedding.
Yeah.
The
After the
bride, you
show,
can
it's the
see
after
like the
party.
bride in the back, like running, and like the rest of the bridesmaids in the back running. They pulled off two girls, and they were like, "So what happened?" And when the one girl's like, "I mean, me and my friend, we was just chilling, and then they just got to shoot. I mean, why would you bring that to Bella Noche's? If you can't go to Bella Noche's, then where the hell could you go?" Just like that,
Just like that.
like to a T.
And I was like, for the longest, I was like, Bella Noche.
What is Bella Noche's?
What is Bella Noche? Like,
Right.
is this? If you can't go there, we need to find out where Bella Noche is.
Shout
so we
out
can go
to-
there.
Shout out to her because Rick Ross just performed at Bella Noche's over the weekend.
You lying?
Swear to God, my cousin was there.
My cousin was there.
My cousin went to
At
Bella
Bella
Noche's. So I guess you can still go there. Where the hell can you,
you gonna go?
2016. I think we should have some way where we can penalize
Ignorance.
idiots or ignorance.
So that's what you want to do?
I think I should come up with that app.
But then who can we laugh at?
No, we should.
No one, because everybody's on the internet. I mean, some people might listen to the show and listen on YouTube and be like, "Those guys are idiots." They might try to penalize us, but it's cool because you were watching.
That's right.
Man, you were
keep
listening.
watching.
So
So
what was
it's
your
fine.
moment?
I have to take that back.
Ooh, social.
Don't think too hard, bro.
Right.
I'm trying not to, man.
First thing that comes to mind.
I loved
Yeah, that's a.
the little. I like Bankroll PJ.
Okay.
I don't know if he was like. I think it was like the beginning of this year, maybe the end of last year. But he was like popping this year, and that little boy, he's just so. Just recently, I ran into him at work. He's a very charismatic little dude.
Yeah.
Yeah. He's a funny guy. If you guys don't know what I'm talking about, Bankroll PJ is roughly a 6-year-old child who
All about that guap. He get that bank.
yeah.
Big money, big money.
In one of his videos, he was like, all I like to do, man, hang out with girls, man, go to school, get good grades, man, ride around in cars because he can't drive. Ride around in cars.
I'm surprised.
Right,
The way he sounds,
I mean,
he can do anything.
Shout out to Bankroll PJ, man. He's pretty much internet famous at this point.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, people are booking him to show up places. So, I mean, amongst the Instagram models and slightly mentally challenged people who are on the internet.
Welvin.
Yeah. And we all know Welvin.
I think that was my favorite moment when he calmed down.
Right.
When all that hype.
So you ain't here for the shits.
No,
No.
I'm not.
What was,
Got him.
what was like one of your favorite, like, still like social media, but like one of your favorite like good moments of 2015? So like,
That was publicized.
yeah, something that happened that was good for
Come
2015.
on, man. You didn't like it when Charlie Sheen was like, I got AIDS. And you knew he wasn't invincible anymore. Like, I told you about that goddamn
He's
Tiger
not
blood.
winning.
Like, you're right.
No
Not
more winning.
No diss to
I
Charlie
usually
Sheen,
say
I'm
the
sorry.
ignorant shit on the show and the insensitive shit. Point at that guy over there.
Wine.
I'm just saying, man. You know, nothing at all.
I really can't think of
Oh,
anything.
what about?
I'm drawing a blank.
Oh wait. What about Mr.
Serena
Brady?
Williams.
Oh yeah. 'Cause
Off
she's been
top.
in and out. She's been weaving through social media right now.
And-
Yeah, but she got like 16. She got her 16th Grand Slam championship this year.
Yeah, but that wasn't social media. Or you
No,
just talking
I
about
said
any
good
news.
things that was like it
Oh,
is
just
like
in
social
2015
media.
through
Yeah,
social
it's
media,
like-
yeah.
yeah. Media.
I mean, I've been on Serena
What
Williams
about
way
Tom
before
Brady? You didn't. The
I was
whole
on Serena-
scandal?
Man, we ain't even gonna talk about that on this show.
No, we not.
No, that's bullshit.
Bullshit.
Yeah, bullshit.
Bullshit.
What's bullshit about that?
The fact that everybody kind of like pushes the envelope on cheating. So, and that wasn't really cheating. That's just preference, man. Come on.
So you thought they were trying to make an example out of
Of course,
Mr. Brady?
they didn't do a good job. Not Golden Boy.
Okay, so
Well,
since
okay.
you don't have anything that comes to mind, what
I
comes
mean,
to mind for
Instagram
you?
models. That was great for me.
They're here to stay, apparently.
Yeah. What do you want to? What do you guys want to keep in 2015? I got a list.
Mm.
I need the word fleek to stay in 2015. I need
2015.
Yes,
Let's just
I
leave it here.
need the whiffs.
The whip. Yeah, the whip.
I
Sorry,
need
Dan Patrick.
I need all of these news shows and like old people that don't need to be doing. I need all you uncool people to stop making the cool dances uncool for the children.
Oh, okay. All right.
I was gonna
I was
say
wondering
that.
where you're going
I was
with
gonna
this.
say that for the social media thing. That just wasn't.
I think dabbing was cool for 2015, but I think it's going to lose some of its oomph going into 2016.
Yeah.
It's been quite oversaturated. I mean, you have billionaire Arthur Blank dabbing.
Stevie Wonder was dabbing.
Yeah,
Can he
and
see?
He's blind.
Nah, but he was dabbing. It's a video.
Yeah.
Could you imagine somebody teaching him how to do that?
So just put
Somebody,
What's
Act
bad
like you're
is I was like,
sneezing.
so how does
Somebody-
he know what it looks like?
somebody has to
your
physically.
like dabbing the superstition. Like,
Very
bam.
super.
Bam, 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 bam,
That's how he was doing it. He was going like this. That's how he was doing it.
He looks like a majorette.
Yeah. That's how he was doing
He
it.
ain't gonna.
Oh.
I want this fake outrage to stay in 2015.
Fake outrage needs to stay in 2015.
If you're not gonna do anything about it, like like your friend is writing to her local politicians.
Yes, and
If you're not gonna like actively do something about it, don't be outraged.
Vote
What is
new-
writing on social media
Vote
gonna
new
do?
politicians in.
Yeah,
You know, don't even write them. Just vote new ones in.
Yeah.
Find a way to
Vote.
get the old
Do
ones out.
whatever just do something. Except posting your opinions on social media. That's all I have to say. Yeah.
Fake outrage.
Although I think the fake outrage has brought about or invoked somewhat of a more conscious youth. I think
Okay.
people are trying.
I'll give you that.
You know, it's just that we need to divert that energy into something that's actually going to work versus just being like, oh yeah, you know, and that's bad, and they shot. I can't believe that, and you did you hear that? And being like, oh, and posting it on social
Hey,
media.
do that again.
They be like, oh, and then they go to social media and they be like, I cannot. Like
And
they
then
write
afterwards,
2
they be like,
paragraphs.
we finna go to Bellanoche.
Turn up. Turn up.
Getting mad at double standards. I think we should leave in 2015.
We should.
I think we should accept that, know what it is, and just let it be.
Yeah,
Yeah.
just keep it pushing.
Yeah.
A lot of you women and men out here are living a lie. You're living the lie. You're living the jealousy. You need to get your stop.
Let it go.
Stop saying one thing and meaning another. Just mean what you say.
Say what you feel.
I think we need to get rid of all these wannabe players. I guess you could say.
What do you mean?
Women, stop giving these men power over y'all. If they cheat, leave their ass.
You know what? I was going to say what I want to see in 2016. It's the polyamory movement. And people understanding it. A lot of people think it's
I think it's coming though.
open relationships.
I think
It's
it's coming.
not. It's
One
just look it up.
one of our listeners says she wants deadbeats to stay in 2015, and I agree.
Yeah.
Define deadbeat.
Dads,
Okay.
What was it?
obviously,
Deadbeat dads.
or moms if the mom is the one that's not in the picture. But
Call them deadbeat dads and pieces of shit moms.
Pieces of shit moms.
Pieces of shit moms.
Just
Yeah.
unsavory people in general.
we need y'all men that are impregnating these women to take care of your children. We ain't saying y'all gotta stay together, but we need y'all to at least be present.
Hey,
And
I would say stay together. It's cheaper to keep her.
yeah, but I'm saying like if it's not conducive for the child for y'all to stay together, you know what I mean?
We getting a little bit too
Yeah,
deep.
too deep.
Too deep. Too
What?
deep.
Stay positive. Stay positive.
You know what? I'm tired of the fake flexing. That whole mantra of fake it till you make it has taken a new form in itself in
How can you
2015.
Quit
How
putting
can
your
you-
$20 bills on Instagram.
Don't put no money. Don't put none of your money. Let me say this. Unless you have a check with more than 7 zeros on it and you worked hard for it,
He work hard for the money.
right, then go right ahead. But if you pull out if I see a rack of money in your hand in a wad, or you fanning some money, I'm gonna report you.
Go check out that person right there.
Inappropriate
They
content.
either a dope boy or they robbed from the
Inappropriate
bank.
content.
he says, I'm telling.
What were you about to say?
I forgot.
Oh,
Probably wasn't that important. Oh no, flexing. If it works, man, how can you say it's probably gonna stick around?
Works for what?
we just mean like I mean the money, especially when you know the person. Like, don't you? Well, you probably don't experience this because you're not on social media. But don't you hate when you see somebody on social media like running up the check, or whatever? Like, this is what they're saying in their video, and they like flashing their money. It's like maybe a few hundreds, some 20s, whatever. But you know that's they check that they just got paid for their 2 weeks of working, and they about to go spend that on rent, and they really ain't got no money.
Hey man, they
Can't make do with your rent money.
Like that ain't faking. That ain't faking till you make it. That's just trying to put on. Why? In 2015, let's leave trying to put on for other people. Let's do that. Let's be on. Let's in 2016 take being who you are and owning your truth. Let's bring that into 2016.
I agree with that one because that's what I don't have resolutions, but that's just something I want to get better at.
I
Just
saw a
being who I am.
meme the other day, and it was like, I hope I don't mess it up, but it was basically like, it's crazy how people think that, it's crazy how people think that you're not being blessed only because you're not
Showing it.
only because you're not showing it.
Yeah.
So people are assuming that you're not receiving blessings or doing well because you're not posting it on your social media.
And what's so crazy is even the polar opposite of that. Like me and Barry, we go out of town a lot, or whatever. We did this year, but it was all for like business or to
Right.
help do something, whatever. And it was all to the same place.
Yeah.
Let somebody else tell it. We done been everywhere. We got this, that, and that. Like, and it's so crazy because people will say this to me like, y'all always be everywhere. Like, no, we really don't be going nowhere. Like, we really ain't got it like that. Like,
Just enjoying life.
you know what I'm
man.
saying? Like, we
Yeah.
just throw up a picture here, throw it. So you either damned if you do or damned if you don't. Like, you throwing up too much or you put up something somewhere else. Or if you're not at home and you take a picture more than once, you going places.
Right. You doing
But
it.
if you don't put up no pictures, like somebody asked me, I haven't talked to in like a long time. Like somebody asked me, because I used to put up a bunch of pictures of me and Barry all the time, like when we first started dating. But then I got like, why am I doing this? Like people off in my business, like whatever.
Right.
So I haven't posted a lot of pictures of him lately or whatever. And so I get the person like texts me, was like, hey, everything's good. Haven't seen you posting anything about your boyfriend, whatever. And I'm like, yeah. Like, you didn't see me post about How Designs? That's his business.
Right.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Like,
Right.
if it's not me posting some, oh, I love you, or like some stuff like
Yeah.
that, like then it's like irrelevant.
Again, I think people, and I'm gonna touch this, and then I'm gonna jump right off. But I think people look for certain things for validation, not only to validate their situation, but to validate what they don't have. And they can be like, oh, well, they got this because they together,
Oh yeah. I see what you mean.
or they doing this because they do this together,
Oh.
or I can't do this because I don't have nobody like that.
Please leave that in 2016 too, because I can't
Yeah.
stand people trying to tell me that I can't relate to something because I'm this, or I can't relate to something because I never that. You don't know my story. You
Until
just know what I
until
get.
you walk in somebody's shoes,
Right.
man. It's a lot of people out here passing judgment off just whatever.
Right. Like, we ain't gonna go there because
Don't do it. Don't do it.
I'm like, whoa, whoa.
Ooh,
Set
don't
fire
do
to
it.
that.
Set fire on it. It's like fire. We could go for days.
Yeah, probably.
Anything else that you want to leave in 2016?
Bullshit.
Yeah.
Bullshit.
That is
Yeah,
what
man.
I'm leaving personally in 2016.
Leave it, man.
Yeah.
It's a very surreal moment. We're on this show when we're doing that we love, and something that came to fruition off a thought that we all,
A dollar in a dream.
you know what I mean? Like it was
Literally.
just literally something that at inception we were just kind of like, we're gonna do it.
So we're gonna really do this, guys.
Yeah, like
Yeah.
right now.
Really?
So
We're
what
really
we
gonna
want to
do this?
bring into 2016 is positivity, self-sufficiency. People, don't worry about what nobody else got to say about you or whatever. No, don't worry about what other people posting on their social media, because remember, guys, it's the fucking internet.
Right.
It's the internet. And
Right.
you know what? With that same tool, you can start your business.
Hey.
Or you can promote yourself.
Hey.
Or you can start your, whatever you want to do for yourself, you can do it on the internet. So that same place that you're using to dump your feelings, your emotions, why don't you do something positive in production with it?
But I disagree with that. If you feel like you want to dump your feelings on the internet, just do it at the Grand Matter Podcast. And I'm serious with that.
There you go.
Like, if you
Write
wanna,
us.
if you want to follow someone, follow the Grand Matter Podcast.
Mhm.
I mean, we are someones. We're a collective. And feel free to talk about shit we probably don't care about, but we will make fun of you if it's funny. We'll try to help you if it's not. If you're seeking help, we're here for you.
Yeah, we're like the older brothers that you kind of really don't like, or the older sisters that you kind of really don't like, but when you get older, you appreciate them.
Yeah.
Like, oh man, they showed me a lot. Or they made me laugh.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I'm kind of like a big
Kind of like.
proponent of
You're kind of like a big deal is what you are, Jazz.
Well, yeah, duh. But I
Duh.
wasn't gonna toot my own horn then. I was gonna say, along with what you guys were saying about bringing into 2016.
Wait, I think our collective.
No, she wasn't gonna toot her own.
I don't believe it.
Stop you before.
I don't believe it. Pull up.
She got one of them truck horns.
Big rigging it.
Big ringing.
So like you guys were talking about what we want to bring into 2016. A lot of people have resolutions.
Yep.
So the other day I was talking to my sister and she's telling me, all these things she wants to do, got big plans, blah, 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 blah.
Yeah.
Stopped her right dead in her tracks. I was like, what's your plan? I know what you want to do,
Right.
but what is your plan? So I'm talking her head off like, you can't have a plan and not put any action towards it, or you can't say what you want to do and not have a plan to work towards or have any set goals, blah, 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 blah. And I was really mad because she like got on her phone and was like on Instagram and stuff. And I was like, so you're not paying me no attention?
Because it got real.
Yeah, and she was like, real. I'm listening. So I was like, you know what? I'm not going to give any more jewels to her anymore. It is what it is. But so yesterday she texted me and she's like, this is my plan, this is what I'm gonna do, and this is how I'm gonna do it. And I was like, it made me feel good because she listened.
Yeah.
That all goes to say, people, we have to stop making resolutions and start making life goals and like making plans and putting those plans into action.
Right.
Like for me, one of my goals for 2015 was to like work out and all that kind of stuff. That ain't happened. I mean, it started, but I didn't finish it.
Right.
So a goal for 2016 is to start, being healthier and all that kind of stuff. I have a plan now.
Right.
I'm going to get a personal trainer. Shout out to Cecil G. He'll be on next week. So I'm going to get a personal trainer. I'm going to start planning my grocery list, eating healthier, working out, blah, blah, blah. I want to have this podcast grow more. You know what I mean? So we're going to sit down, come up with a plan, however we need to do that. That's what I think is missing from people's resolutions, is that they're just like our guest said, or our listener said, new year, new me.
Yeah.
Instead of how can this be lifetime changing?
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
What do you think is deterring people from converting their resolutions into something that is tangible, something that has clear effects or clear progress? In my opinion, I feel like I'm going to answer.
Go ahead.
I'm going to answer now, but I'm posing that question to the podcast because I feel like the term resolution is so loosely used that I don't really think people understand, like, your resolution is something that you want. It's a resolve. It's something that you're trying to go into the new year and say, this is what I want to do because I want this to happen, or I'm trying to be a better person because of this. But at the end of the day, like, why aren't you trying to be a better person every day?
Right.
Like, what's wrong with just saying, like, Tony does something that I'm trying to get myself more into, is, writing in his notebook every day. You know what I mean? Like, taking your thoughts, whether it's like a couple of sentences or like a novel or a book idea or, a screenplay or like music or whatever your thoughts are, and just saying, I'm going to write this down. Because once you write something down and you can actually see it, it becomes something that's tangible. I wrote that.
Right.
I'm supposed to be doing this.
Yeah.
Like, you can't avoid it anymore. Like, it's like, it's not just a thought in your head. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So what do you think? What do you guys think deters people from like completing their task of resolutions or trying to do better in life or just be better people?
I think two things: laziness, fear of success. I mean, pick one. It's generally.
Do you think? Could you just say fear in general or just fear of success?
It could be fear in general.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? I generally think that, they don't. It's easier to dream than to actually go through it. You dream, you can control it, make it how fast you want to. You can control the obstacles.
Right.
Reality, you can't.
You don't know what's coming.
You don't know what's coming.
And that's the thing, when you want to turn your dreams into something, you have to fully, submerge yourself in your idea and your thought. And then you have to become it. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
You have to become what you want. Yeah. I didn't understand that when I was younger. I didn't understand when people like, do what you love. Shout out to Don Fisher, late great of Gap. He was the CEO of Gap. That's what he used to tell his employees is do what you love. Like everything else will just come.
It sounds so cliche.
It does.
You know what I mean?
It sounds
But
so simplistic. Like
until you get to that point in life where you're like not doing what you love, and then you start bitching and shit. Like,
Then you looking up, how can I do what I love and turn
exactly,
this into a job?
Right.
exactly, because you're pissed off you didn't get that promotion or you didn't
Yeah.
get a raise or
Right.
somebody else is controlling your day to day work life, and it's like, man, this guy's an idiot. You know
Yeah.
what I mean? Or why am I listening to this person?
Right.
I should be happy. So, yeah, I agree with that.
I think people become complacent too. They just feel like I think that's a part of to the first part that you were speaking to, the laziness. You know, people just feel so comfortable. Like I'm okay.
I take that back. I had a third one. I think everybody wants it to come all at one time. Kind of like winning the lottery, rather
Right.
than if you won a lottery for $300 million or you worked hard for 6 years and earned $300 million.
Yeah,
They want the lottery. So
that's
you know
a
what I
good
mean? So they
ratio
want
of
it.
time, by the way.
I'll take 6 years for $300 million. But you know what I mean? I mean, because those have been my issues, and I
Right.
don't think that I'm the only person out there. And then you can pretty much take those three things and be like, hey, if I can't get it all at once, why don't I just fuck it?
Yeah, it's impatience.
So kind of my thoughts were kind of like the same of what you both said, but for me it was more so of not lack of knowing, but lack of knowing, like knowing but not knowing. You know, does that make sense?
Nope.
So like,
I
like
wanted to. I
like how
wanted
you're
to.
saying, like how you were saying, just go out there, put yourself forward or whatever. Like what you didn't know as a young man.
Got you.
You knew it,
Hindsight
but
is
you
20/20.
didn't know it. You get what I'm saying?
Got
Like
you.
you knew all you had to do was apply yourself.
Yeah.
But as a young child, like
Got you.
while you were in it, you don't know. Let me just apply myself. So
Yeah.
like for me, with starting these businesses and starting the podcast and trying to grow it and all those kinds of things, I'm Googling YouTube University,
Yeah.
all that stuff, reading The Secret, Power of Habit. They all talk about the law of attraction.
Right.
Becoming mentally what you want to become physically.
Right.
Yeah.
So, like you said, making yourself become this thing or making yourself become this person
Right.
or believing in your head that you can do this, that, and the other. Also, like our listener said, shout out to Cecil, people's resolutions don't follow or they don't stick to them because they make them, they're wandering generalities instead of being meaningful specifics. So like,
Yeah, man.
I want to lose weight. How?
And
When? Why? What?
Right.
You know what I'm
What
saying?
yeah, like you
Right.
said, what's
I
your
want a
plan?
better job. Doing what?
Right.
Right.
How are
Why?
you going to get there?
Right.
Why
Do
do
you
you
need
want
an
a better?
education for it? Why do you want to do it?
Exactly.
I try to talk to people about that because, like, when you said do what you love, and like you said, putting a plan in action.
Yeah.
It's just step by step. That's how I started off writing my first screenplay.
Right.
Yeah.
And I was just like, this looks like a mountain.
Ironic.
And I said, fuck it. And I was like,
Why?
I'm
You
just
just-
gonna write a little bit.
K2.
I'm gonna write
We got
everything.
you.
Yeah, I'm gonna write everything that I have in my head, get it all out.
Yeah.
And
Right.
then eventually start to snowball. And then I just kept working. It was like, okay. Then I
Yeah.
look back and it's completed.
You use like 3 rock climbing/climbing analogies in that, and that was pretty awesome.
Did I?
Yeah,
I
that was
wasn't
kind of
paying
dope.
attention.
You
I
didn't
feel
even
like-
know it. You
Yeah, I
didn't
felt
even
like
know it.
old school with Will Ferrell, and I just like that.
right. Wow. But yeah, man, a old head told me a couple years back, actually quite a few years back, he said, if you do something that you love and you really love it and it's your passion, the money will come.
Turn your passion into profit.
Right. The money will come. And then you also have that saying, if you do something well, get paid for it. You know what I
Yeah.
mean? Like, why not?
Yeah.
Why not do something that you love?
My
and turn it
daddy
into
always
profit?
Jay
told
Nicole.
me. My daddy always told me that if you're good at something, never do it for free.
There you
Right.
go.
Be great.
the
Who's
joke.
your daddy?
No, Joker.
The Joker.
Joker.
Shout out to the Joker. Right behind Wayne, you can see it.
Yeah.
Right. Yes.
So, what's one of your resolutions? A specific and clear goal.
Well, I said on the last episode when I was on my mini rant that I want my goal for next year is bettering myself enough to know that I'm a better person. And let me be clear in what I mean by that. a lot of times people set goals and they're like you were saying, or resolutions, and it becomes a mountain, as Tony would say. And you look at it and you like, why did I come here? Why am I at the base of this? You know what I mean? Like, why did I even think I could do this? I want to make myself that person where adversity is literally my fuel. Like, they saying I can't do it? Cool, I'm on the way.
Right.
Yeah.
You know, people are looking at me and saying, and that's something that I've struggled with growing up into a man and being a father and a husband, is people having a perception of me and me taking that perception and saying, maybe they might be right.
Yep.
Or even giving that inkling or questioning it. And then going into 2016, my mantra is now that there is no more of that.
Yeah.
I'm the controller of my own destiny.
Right.
You know what I mean? Like, whatever I see in front of me, I'm tackling it. And whether I fall down to get back up, we'll just see.
Right.
You know what I mean? Because in this day and age, like, it's so many resources. The information that I've learned growing into a person that I am now, and the knowledge that I've acquired, and the people around me, my core people around me, people I love and care about, they're for what I'm trying to do, no matter what it is. So you got a support system. You got the ideas. It's just 2016, I'm going to be fearless.
I think I'm with you on that. Like, starting this year, I said that I wanted to have a business, like do event planning and all that kind of stuff. And this entire year, I've had the name. I've done like an event.
Yeah.
But like, like in the back of my mind, I'm like, how do I start? Not really how do I start, because I know how I can do it, but just like, what happens when I start this? What if I mess up? You know what I'm saying?
Yes, I do understand that.
So like in the back of my head, it's like, I do this. Like, I am the event. Everybody comes to me. I plan stuff. I plan to travel. I do this, that, and the other. I even started taking classes to be certified and all that kind of stuff. And then I kind of like let it fall by the wayside. Why? So my thing is sticking with it, like you said. So like pushing myself to stick with the things that I start, and starting and ending with the same passion I start with. End with the same passion I start with.
Right.
There. That's mine. One of mine.
It's not how you fall down, it's how you get up.
Exactly. I'm not down. I'm just building.
We won't let you do that. I don't believe in resolutions.
Okay.
I believe that there is no time like the now. I've been saying that for a while. There is no time like the now. So I won't let you guys make them. This is what we're gonna do. Yeah. And I pretty much piggyback off of what you guys have said, and it's pretty much getting over your fears and challenging yourself,
right,
and beating yourself, because I'm competitive. I think we all are.
Yeah.
I mean, we argue in a competitive life. We could be dead wrong. We're still going to argue to the end.
We are the great debaters.
Hence the Gray Matter podcast.
Yeah, that's what we do. That's how we got together. So
I will go down in the flame.
Yeah, you're right,
boy.
It's still
and rise from the ashes. Like, no, you're wrong.
Still profess that you're right. Jazz is black and
we
white.
be looking like this.
No, it's some gray, motherfucker. And I won.
Grey.
Sorry.
Share.
I wish we had that to record.
It says share.
It's a gray box. Sorry, guys. Sorry. Last inside joke of the year.
Yes. We'll let you in on it eventually.
But yeah, man, just staying in my lane and focusing on accomplishing what I want at heart.
Yeah.
There are times, one of the things that has always bothered me is like I get outside of myself and start daydreaming and dreaming about what, like you said, knowing what you have to do, because most people know what they have to do. Mm-hmm. If I want to lose weight, like you said, how, you already know how.
Right.
You know, change your diet,
doing it,
and then start, working out.
Right.
And be patient.
Right.
If you want to freaking get to where you got to go, like you said, the information's out there, and you just keep trying. You will find somebody to help you, just like we're doing. That's why I believe this is going to work. Right. Sorry for my arrogance, but if you hadn't already figured out, that's just
good shit.
But you already know what you should do.
Correct.
Like cutting off people that you shouldn't be fucking with.
Right.
If somebody's about negativity and that's all they're about, you're like, man,
people
really
are cancer, man.
Yeah, I really don't need to be talking to this person. This person serves no benefit to me other than making me feel good about my life. It's like, fuck that, man, because you want something bigger than that.
Yeah. So
it's kind of like, hey, even though you could have good people, I even thought about it, you could have good people in your camp right now, but they just may not be, about what you really need to be about right now.
Right.
So it's kind of like, hey, I'm about gray matter, writing, getting paid for what I do, getting my acknowledgement.
Right.
And trying to be a better parent that side, so I can have the means to be a better parent and being a better person, being happy.
What would you suggest to our listeners and our viewers of maybe one thing that they can do to put them in that light? Not so much a resolution, but something that can help them change their dynamic as a person.
Mike Jack, man in the mirror or a woman in the mirror.
Yeah, you definitely got to look yourself in the
Look
mirror.
at yourself. Look at yourself.
You have to look at yourself and ask yourself, why am I not where I know that I can be?
Oh, the answer is the same for everybody. I had this conversation with my brother 2 weeks ago.
Mm-hmm.
He said, we already know the answer. It's us.
Yeah.
Right.
I mean, it's all the cliche shit that your family already told you. You can do whatever you want to do.
Right.
It's really you.
Yeah.
You know, like we said. Now, don't get me wrong. Again, I'm happy that we made it and we got here together.
Right.
Divine intervention. I think that's how that made it, because we could have all had this
I believe in destiny.
Yeah.
We could have all had this epiphany
Right.
aside from each other before we met.
Right.
But we
It could. And what the odd thing about that is that you could have had it last year. I could have it 10
Right.
years from now. You could have had it yesterday. You see what I'm
Right.
saying? But we came together
We
as a
came together.
collective.
So I'll take that.
It's gonna be real sentimental at the end.
So just look yourself. Yours is look yourself in the mirror.
And be honest, and seriously be honest. It's gonna hurt.
Be honest with you, sir.
I mean, I'm gonna have to cut off some people.
Yeah.
Some people that I care about, cut, because I it's either that or I stay in the same place I've been.
Right. What about
Yeah.
you, Jazz?
Are we saying final words?
No. What are you
No.
talking about? I said
No.
name something that we were coming off the discussion about doing things, not resolutions or having resolutions, or what's keeping us from our goals.
Yeah.
So I
Suggestions.
said, guys, what's one thing you would recommend to our listeners and viewers?
Oh.
I just
You
gave
know.
an example.
Right.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Cut people. Cut off the bullshit.
I was so caught into what you were saying. I didn't even.
He was truth.
So
truth,
one thing
truth.
one thing that I think has helped me just be like more of like setting my goals and like wanting to be more determined is just being realistic with myself, like, and knowing like it's not Rome wasn't built in a day, so don't expect what you're trying to do to pop in one night, or don't compare yourself to people that have been in the game 10, 12 years before you. You know what I mean? Like, you have to find your own lane. You have to find your own way of getting to where you want to go.
That's right.
Because at the end of the day, if people are interested in you and what you're doing, it's you and your brand and your way of doing things, not John's or Jack's. You know what I'm saying? So that's my thing.
I would highly recommend for people to put yourself around a different environment or a different circle of people.
Definitely. Don't ever be the smartest person in your circle, and don't ever be the hardest one working.
And I literally mean people. Like, I see it every day. People say things like, I don't do that because I'm not into that, or I don't listen to that because I just don't get it, or I don't know what you're talking about because I ain't never did that before, or I don't want to go there because why would I need to go there? You know why you're saying these things? Because you're associating yourself with the same monotony of the same people and the same routines that you're doing. I challenge people, the listeners and our viewers, do one thing differently out of your day every day. It could be as minute as taking a different route from work to school or whatever you're doing, or order something different at Starbucks. Stop drinking the same mocha latte tall or whatever. Try something different. Go to a different restaurant that nobody has recommended, but then again, you've never been to. You know what I mean? Because it's free thought. Do these things to change your habits. Because what will happen, and I guarantee this, if you start to change your habits, and you start to do things that are slightly outside of your comfort zone, you'll be amazed at the things that you start to see happen in your life.
Yeah.
Because now you're exposing yourself to slight differences. Like, I didn't know this tasted like this.
Right.
I didn't know people thought like this. I didn't know you like that. I didn't know I would like this. Mm-hmm. And then that broadens your horizons as a person. Because I think one of the challenges of setting goals and knowing what you want to do and, getting past your resolutions is You got to know yourself as a person, but you also have to know what you want. And in order to do that, you have to experience things.
You got to get out of your own way.
Right. I know people who've never left the perimeter of 285. We live in Georgia, in Atlanta right now, and 285 is basically a big expressway that goes in a circle around the metro Atlanta area. These people have never ventured out past there.
Like, if I did that, how would I ever meet Stephanie Santiago?
This is true. Yeah.
Staffy.
Can't have that, man. Or what's the old girl's name from Joe Budden podcast?
Marissa Mendez.
Yeah, she's gonna get the business.
Mighty the body.
Mighty the boy.
Shout out. I'll name this podcast later. By the way,
I definitely said we wasn't gonna do that.
Yep.
sorry,
Both of y'all did it
but shout.
I
out,
shouted out the women that I
on the podcast.
Yeah, but I mean I smacked that.
But yeah, man. Anyway, to complete my suggestion,
I'm gonna
do
be both of
something
y'all.
different. Stop doing the same stuff.
Use your own advice, guys.
Do something different.
Hey, that's some shit I ain't giving up.
So
okay?
do something different. Look yourself in the mirror.
And be honest with yourself.
Just be honest with yourself.
Yeah. And let me add to mine. Be honest, even to the point where, and like y'all were saying, where if you have to cut people off, cut them off. Like, don't look at the nice things and tell yourself that the bad things are okay.
Right.
Or don't be hopeful.
Right.
That's what I tell people.
Don't be hopeful.
Let's be realistic.
Realize, take a look at your surroundings and look at them for the truth and not those rose-colored glasses that we all can wear sometimes.
There you go.
And with that, we're going to go ahead and hit this listener question that we got in.
Hit the choir.
Because we're almost at our hour. We don't
Leave
want
that shit
to,
in
make this an
2015.
extra long one.
Yeah. Girly dances.
Bye, guys.
Unisex dances.
He
Leave in
said
2015.
unisex.
Listen, man.
Leave that frou dancing for them boys.
This is the thing. I'm gonna say this and I'm gonna be done. A long time ago, a lot of the things that long time ago, in the great Roman Empire, when there was entertainment, all the entertainment was done by men. Even the feminine parts.
Cinnamon.
Even the feminine parts.
Man, look at them Fenomens.
So a lot of this stuff
The
that
Feminines.
right, a lot of this stuff that people getting worked up over. I say that to say a lot of the stuff people getting worked up over. If it's not actually, changing something that's going on with you, like why do you even care? It doesn't matter.
We need something to laugh at.
Why?
We need something to laugh at. That's my answer.
Oh, that's true. Entertaining. It is entertaining.
It's entertaining.
There's no denying that. But again, don't get on your soapbox on social media and be like, I can't believe they so gay. They doing this gay stuff.
Yeah. Are we going to talk about that? Because I have something to say about that. Like some people who make fun of it and then get serious with it.
Right.
What you gonna be about?
It's like, whoa.
I'm going to laugh regardless of your
Right.
sexuality.
Or whatever you like. Yeah.
If you look stupid doing it,
yeah.
it's going to be funny. It's not your sexual orientation. If you
So,
look stupid doing it.
so
Don't do that fucking dance no more.
just a reminder, guys, this episode has been brought to you guys by How Designs,
Yes.
your premier destination for video, audio, photography, all that good stuff, editing, websites, logos, all that and more.
Howell Designs.
How Designs.
How
At
Designs.
At Howell Design on Instagram.
Yes, howdesigns.com or email at howdesignstudio
Yeah.
at gmail.com.
Yeah.
And also remember to check out our website, thegraymatterpodcast.com, where you can catch us with all of our social medias and listening platforms, including Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, Tumblr, Stitcher, SoundCloud, iTunes, YouTube, and the contact us page for our lovely email, thegraymatterpodcast@gmail.com.
Tell them what they want, Jazz.
I have a question. I have a challenge for the people who listen and follow.
Challenge.
Let's see how smart you are. What's the last smart thing that you thought of? Send it in, contact us, and share it with us, the Great Matter Podcast, and the other listeners.
Yeah,
Because
we
everybody thinks they're fucking smart on social media.
Yeah.
And like what they have to say, some people
They be
really give a
being
shit.
so enlightened. No
Yeah,
good and well
yeah.
they Google that shit and copy
please
it
that
into their
Please send that to
feed.
us.
Right.
You know, if
They
anyway,
might do it now. They be smart shit I can say for a podcast. Google. Search.
we do it all the time.
That's a quote.
With this listener question.
So our question comes from Tina. Hey Tina.
Hey, Tina.
Tina said,
I'm not gonna say your name like that.
We'll just say, how would you
Hi,
say it?
Tina.
Hi, Tina.
How are you?
Tina.
"Hey guys, listening to the show and I love it. Question: what are your thoughts on children and chores? My child expressed to me that some of her friends are not required to do chores. Is this a thing of the past, like whoopings? Let me know."
My thing is I have children, so I'm a little bit biased, and my children got to clean. They got to do shit. I'm sorry, they're gonna have to do shit in my house.
I felt like growing up that children was made like parents had children to clean up, like because I cleaned up everything. I cleaned up all the dishes, the living room, my
how you
room,
liking that new child?
the bathroom. Oh, they 5? They're just about right. They can start picking up their own toys now.
I got a 2008 model. It's pretty
Right.
good.
Yeah.
It's pretty good.
It was pretty good.
man.
No,
Hey, they starting to wash dishes now. You believe that? I only bought it because I wanted somebody to pick up, do a little vacuum in there and there, but
Remote control.
right,
Yeah.
I want to get it for me. But hey, now they washing dishes. I'm even training them to do my laundry. Do my laundry.
yeah, I haven't ran across anybody with children that doesn't make them clean up and stuff. And I think probably your daughter's friends or probably have parents that stay at home and don't work. Because that's the only reason why I would think that their children are not required
Or
to
they
clean
have
up.
maids.
I
Yeah.
don't know, man. I think you feel like a lot of parents. I think stretch out that responsibility tag for a while on the kids. Not the same age as when I or us maybe we've gone through as children.
I was washing dishes when I was like 9 or 10. I remember. Probably because I was tall and I can reach the sink anyway.
Well, it was funny is my
But-
6-year-old daughter, she's always asking to wash dishes. It's so weird to me. 'Cause
Keyshawn like to wash dishes.
I was
It's
like-
just the water.
I'm like, do you?
It looked like fun. Clean
Like
up.
they like to play.
Yeah, like fun. Maybe we make cleaning up look fun.
They like to play in the water.
You know what? That also. What do you think about kids working? Like when they become teenagers, are you for it or against it?
I'm for it only if their grades are up. Like at 16, I think you can get a job because then too you can drive yourself because I ain't gotta be picking you up and dropping you off. Like when I was 16, I wanted to work at Six Flags because I wanted to get my first job because I wanted to go places and
Well,
I
that's
didn't
kind of
want
like
to.
a summer job. You know what I mean? Like,
Yeah, well, they're not gonna work during the school year,
Right,
but like
right,
during
right.
the summer, you can go work at Six Flags. I had to sneak and do it. Like I filled out the application online, and like we had early release one day, and I just rode
Here
home
we
with my
go.
friend, and we went to Six Flags, and I got the job, and I came home, and I was like, "Daddy, I'm about to start working." He was like, "What?" And I was like, "Yeah."
Don't get caught.
right.
I had to tell him though
Rule
because
number
like
one.
I came home, and I'm like, "Well, so I'm gonna need you to take me to orientation."
So
I didn't get my license till I was 18, so yeah.
What about you, Tony?
I forgot the question.
Kids working.
What
you
about
think?
them?
Chores.
Chores?
Oh no, working.
Oh, because you never said anything
Yeah,
about
chores and working.
Chores, I think it's a good idea to teach them, you know what I mean? People don't
Responsibility.
Like, responsibility. People don't like dirty people. So that's like you go over somebody's house. I've been over a few people's houses in life where I was just like, I want to leave right now.
You try not to make the squint face like.
Yeah, and you don't have to be the clean, the cleanest person on the planet.
Right, but-
damn it, man. If I don't feel like sitting down, we got a problem.
I'm good.
But as far as them working, I'm kind of with Jet. I mean, it's less money out of my pocket. Like I'm upset at myself that I don't have my youngest on television. Like paying his own way and shit. I really am. I'm being.
Yeah, listen. It's not too late.
Oh no, it's coming. It's coming.
You better turn on Barney. Clean up, clean up. That's how we teaching Keyshawn. Everybody, everywhere. Clean up song. Come on, time to clean up.
Oh, I make them clean up.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
These kids are a lot smarter than when Barney came out. So, to me, I'm sure these kids are like, "Who the fuck is that purple
Nah,
dinosaur?"
Barney worked
Why
when
is
he
he
was
clean?
like 2 or 3. It don't work now.
No.
Man, let him play with the vacuum. Hey, man, just let him get behind the vacuum. Let him wipe up the table after they eat. My kids are pretty good with that, though.
Yeah.
So I think that's that. Final words, guys.
Did I go first?
You started.
Started
On the
this
mic.
shit, and I'm gonna finish this shit. Don't be afraid. Don't be afraid.
Don't be afraid.
I don't know how many times I have to tell you guys how this podcast was created, but we were just people who shared common interests, and sometimes we didn't, and it was cool when we used to talk about it. People were entertained at work when we talked about it, and we were just like, you know what? We should do this.
We're too smart to be here.
Right? Like we should probably do something for ourselves.
And I'm still stuck, so.
Not
No,
for
you're not.
long.
Not for long. I gave myself 6 months.
Late bloomer movement. Shout out to Golden
May,
Clutch.
we go be on.
So, don't be afraid.
At
Get out
least.
there
At
and
least.
don't sell yourself short. I feel like it's a lot of people out there who thinking themselves out of success.
Yes.
And get out of your head. Just go through the motions, and whatever you learn, and whatever loss you take it, but at least you're there. You're living the experience. And no one can ever tell you, "Hey, you didn't do that," or "What's up? What's that about? You're a business owner? Is that what
Right.
you want to do? Is it, where you at with it?" And you can't be like, "Oh, well, see how my ideas are set up." I just can't. It's not time for me yet.
Yeah. No.
In the words of Bankroll PJ, it's just our time, man. It's our time. It's our time, man.
He just quoted a 6-year-old.
I sure did.
Listen to the kids, bro.
Listen to the kids, bro.
He making it, ain't he? I mean,
Shit, he got more money in his bank account than I got. Bankroll.
I'm sure he does.
Let me hold $1, PJ. I'll go next.
Sure.
So, final words for the show today. Kind of piggybacking off of you. Go for what you know, but don't be your own worst enemy. Like, get away from yourself. I think setting resolutions and setting goals and accomplishing those resolutions and accomplishing those goals can only happen if you step outside of yourself and look in from a third person point of view, because when you're within yourself, you don't really know what's going on, but looking from the outside in, you can see the whole story. That's my final word for the show. But I want to thank you guys, Tony and Wayne. I feel like this is like an accomplishment. I feel like I'm gonna cry.
Yo, baby,
No, thank you guys for embarking on this journey with me. We're over 6 months now, but it's the end of the year, and if somebody had told me in January that I would be, number one, that I'd be sitting with you in my house, and number two, with you on a podcast, and me on a podcast on YouTube for people to see my face and me talking, and people actually thinking I'm funny, I would have never believed that. So yeah, on nowhere, no place but up from here.
Indeed.
Thank you guys for joining me on this ride.
Thank you, man.
Hey, man.
Yes.
I appreciate that.
You go, Tony. I don't want to get emotional. I don't want to get emotional.
You guys are like my family.
I know. That's
Yeah,
what I tell
straight up.
people. Like I told my daughter, I was like, hey, this is my family. What we talk about,
Yeah.
pre-production. We
What
gonna go
happens in the Great Matter Podcast Studio stays at the Great Matter Podcast Studio.
I'm piggybacking off of both of you all. You just got to go out and do it. Don't be afraid. Just get out there and do it. Do it with us. If you're too afraid, if you want to live vicariously through us, fine. I'll accept it.
We accept donations.
Yeah, yeah. We're not,
Donation. Donate. Thought it was a trash.
so
go, Tony. I'm
you
sorry.
know what I
I'm
mean?
sorry.
No, that's what we're doing. And just go out and get it, man. Leave the dumb shit, man. If not, bring it to the Great Matter Podcast. We're trying to turn it into funny or help you out. That's pretty much it, man. This is the Great Matter Collective.
Yeah, man. We're just regular people who decided We're not gonna take it.
We're not gonna take it.
And I knew they were gonna do that.
No, we ain't gonna take it.
And this has been the Gray Matter
We're
Podcast.
not gonna take it.
Anymore. Happy Merry New Year! It's Happy New Year in this country.
I was like,
Oh, pardon me. I am an African exchange student.
you have the worst accents like ever.
Trading places.
We started with the bad accents. We go in with the bad
Yeah,
accents.
but you should see. You haven't seen the movie Trading Places?
No.
I sound just like him.
Do you?
Yeah.
Lionel Joseph.
Lionel Joseph. From Cameroon. Yeah, it's Mofosi. Yes. Oh, we had so much fun at the African Exchange Program.
This has been the Great Matter Podcast. I'm Tony Davis.
I'm Jazz.
And I'm Wayne. Hashtag. Are those later hoes? Good night.
Peace.